animated movies? Really? Who watches animated movies? Please. That's kid stuff. Kid stuff. Okay, fine. I like them too. Okay? So sue me. They're cool, and they're fun, and they're getting better, quality-wise, anyway. But there are a lot of golden oldies that I really enjoyed, and I'm going to talk about those right now. Hey millennials, welcome back to another Tuesday, and this week we're talking about animated movies. And I'm not going to talk about Ghibli, not because I don't think Ghibli is freaking awesome, because it is. I don't like mixing it with regular animated movies that are American made. Ghibli is so much better than that. So much better. It's on a whole different level and it deserves its own topic altogether, so I'm just not going to talk about that. But I loved every single Ghibli film I've ever seen, which is almost all of them. Almost all of them. So, you know what? Ghibli takes the cake. They are the granddaddy, the godfather of all animated movies. And I will dare anyone to disprove that. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about some of my favorite Universal Studios and Disney animated films. And before I even get into that, I haven't seen a American-made animated movie since Chicken Run. Okay? I have not seen one since then. And if I have, I really don't remember it. But there really haven't been that many that really have piqued my interest. I mean, they're getting better, quality-wise, as far as I'm concerned, but the story's not really attractive to me. I haven't found a good one. And, like, yesterday when I went to the movies, there was, like, 4 previews for animated-related movies. Like, 4 of them. I'm like, really? What is going on these days with all these studios? I mean, it's cool. It's great that they're using that medium, but come on with some, I don't know, some good stuff. Quality stuff. But anyway, you can't beat the oldies. The golden oldies, always the best. So, first we're going to start with Universal. My all-time favorite franchise of animated movies is Land Before Time. I grew up with that. That's probably one of the very first ones that I can recall ever seeing. I love the original. That, I think, is probably the best one out of all of them. I don't remember, like, I think the last two. The last two I don't really recall that well, but the first and the second one, I really like those two. Because they just hit you where it hurts. It really gives you that connection to the characters, and it's just a great story. I just love the very first one. The very first one. You can't beat the original. The original always is the best. Always the best. And I really liked it. Seeing Littlefoot, you know, try to get to this green land where they can have a new food source and they're not all gonna die, and it's just, it's a really great story. I really love that story. It was touching. The parts that get me the most is where, you know, like the grandparents died. I think the grandparents died, and his mom. Those were really sad scenes, and those kind of stick with you, but that's just great stuff. It's great storytelling. You get the emotion, you get the development of the characters, you feel this bond with them, and that's a great thing about those earlier films. So, all-time favorite series, the Land Before Time movies. Another one, which, I don't know, it was listed as an animated movie. I don't know if it really counts because it wasn't all animated, but Casper was in there. Casper was a great story also. Again, you have the emotion, you have all the development, you just have a really compelling story. And how can you go wrong when you have all those elements put together? So those definitely are some of my favorite of the Universals. There are not that many that I really liked from Universal, mainly just the Land Before Time series. And one other honorable mention is We're Back, which is another kind of prehistoric story where you had dinosaurs come into modern times. I haven't seen that one in a long time, so I don't really remember the entire plot. But I do remember I like that one too. So those are the 3 that I like from Universal. With Disney, there is a lot of Disney films, and a lot of them are classics, and I absolutely loved all of them. But there were some that I liked a little bit more than others. First, Mulan. I really enjoyed Mulan. I think I've watched that second most, out of all the Disney films that I've ever seen and have. Mulan is probably one of my favorites. Again, you have the development of the characters. You actually care about the characters. And the music, the songs are catchy. I love the songs in Mulan. I just love everything about it. And again, historical. There's, again, that historical element. You're dealing with ancient China. Hello. Historical nut. So, again, one of my favorite all-time Disney films. The second one is The Lion King. You can't go wrong with The Lion King. The original Lion King was a really great film. Really great film. Again, you have that development of the characters. You actually cared about them. And they really knew how to keep your attention and just... Oh my god, that was a good movie. So good. I'm still... The scene where Mufasa dies. Oh, it kills me every time. Kills me. Other ones, again, going back to the catchy song thing, Pocahontas, the original Pocahontas. I didn't particularly like the second one, but the first one was really good. I've seen that several times. And again, I just really liked Pocahontas. It looked really pretty and had a lot of great musical accompaniments. I can talk. It was just great. I just, again, it's just awesome. You really want them, like, you know, when you have these two people. One is Native American, one is a white guy, and you're like, come on, you guys can come to an understanding, you come to like each other, and it was great. It was great seeing that melding of worlds. It was fantastic. One of the best. Then, again, another honorable mention is Lady and the Tramp. That was another cute one. I mean, it's a romance in the dog world, and it's awesome because, you know, you can't go wrong there. And it was so cute. You have this rascal in Tramp, and you have this really high-class lady, all primp and purdy and everything, and it's one of those typical love stories, and it's great. I just love that one. And 101 Dalmatians. Come on, who hasn't watched 101 Dalmatians and absolutely fallen in love? It's great. It's a really great one. And I've seen a lot of the Disney ones multiple times, so I can never get tired of them. And that's another great indication of how good a film is if you don't get tired of watching it multiple times. And that's what they all have. Disney in the old days really knew how to make films. Really did. Because almost any animated film you can mention was awesome. I mean, you have Sleeping Beauty, you have Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I can go on and on and on and on and on. There's so many of them. And all of them were fantastic. So, yeah. I love animated films. They're great. Nowadays, I can't really say I've seen one that I really enjoyed that was not somehow related to Japanese animation. Just American animated films have kind of let me down. They've kind of let me down. They look good. They're looking a lot better. But I just can't get into the stories anymore. And I don't know if it's just that they're not compelling, or it's just I grew out of them. I don't know. It's just, they're not as good as they used to be. But But anyway, those are my thoughts about animated movies. If you've seen any of the ones that I mentioned in this video, and you saw them and you liked them, let me know what your favorite parts of them were in the cage below. And if there were any other ones that I didn't mention that you liked, let me know what those are as well. I would love to hear what are some of your favorite films. And that is it for me this week. I will see you guys next week with our next topic, and tomorrow we will see Britt, who is actually in Disneyland. Cool, right? Perfect timing on that. But anyway, that's it. Have a great night, everyone.